Okay, I began the day doing DDPY yoga. Dang it, sorry, DDPY. Can't call it yoga, I'll get mad. In Schaumburg, Illinois. Wasn't able to get tickets for All In. But through Fight.tv, I decided to pay for it. This is the first time I've ever paid just to watch a pay-per-view. In the past, I've gone to places that have pay-per-views. This is the first time I've ever put my own money directly into the coffers of a professional wrestling company. I don't count the network because that's for NXT. The pay-per-views are extra. This was a solid 4 hours of wrestling. And it was actually 4 hours because if you listen closely during the main event of the Young Bucks and Kota Ibushi versus Bandito, Phoenix, and Rey Mysterio, you can hear the ref audibly say, "It's time to go home." And by the time they hit the 3 count, they don't even get the chance to do the ending announcement of, "This is All In," trying to get through all before they cut. They cut at 10. So this was a fantastic 4 hours. Ironically, there was no reason to fast forward. When you watch a WWE event and it's 4 hours long, you fast forward through probably about an hour of it. This one, no way to fast forward, but you know what? They don't do pointless promo packages. I had a problem getting it to start right away. I figured it was getting hammered, so no problem. So I only got a little bit of the Matt Cross match. So he won, which was good. I caught pretty much the end of it, so I didn't catch as much as I really wanted to, but you know, I caught enough of it just to get things going. I might forget a match because there were a lot of matches, and they all had really good stories. So I will begin with the the 4-corner survival women's match. Chelsea Green, Madison Rayne, Tessa Blanchard, and Dr. Britt Baker, apparently a dentist. These women put on a fantastic match. Tessa Blanchard looked like a powerhouse. Madison Rayne, the wily veteran. Chelsea Green, crazy girl. She's called the Hot Mess. The hard thing is trying to explain these characters to my wife, who is unaware of almost all of them. So I'm trying to condense like a year of character arc into like minutes, so it kind of makes sense as to why this woman is coming down into the ring to bridal music with a half veil and a bouquet and like smeared makeup. But the match is fantastic. What I like that they do for the indie style of this is with 4 people is you can do big moves and then go for the pin and have someone break it up. There's one fall to a finish. Tessa Blanchard gets the victory because, of course, she got to come down to the ring, and there was her biological father, Tully Blanchard, and the man who raised her, Magnum TA, and then trying to explain to my wife who those people were and why they matter. But great match. So we go from that into easily the main event of the evening. Cody Rhodes, Nick Aldis. We watched part of the pre-show, so we watched like the 15 minutes of Cody Rhodes and Nick Aldis going back and forth as to why the 10 pounds of gold is so prestigious, why it matters. I asked my wife, like, can you tell how different this is from the WWE? She goes, oh yeah. I'm like, this is the sport of professional wrestling. This is not sports entertainment. This is other wrestlers. I'm like, this guy's amazing. He deserves what he's got. He's fought really hard to keep it. Seeing the training bits with Cody Rhodes, training with Glacier, Tommy Dreamer, Diamond Dallas Page. Just fantastic. Watching them come down the ring with their own contingents. Cody Rhodes coming out with a Nightmare family, which included his dog, his wife, his brother-in-law, his stepfather, his father-in-law, DDP, Glacier, Tommy Dreamer. Nick Aldis coming down with Jeff Jarrett, Sean Daivari, other people that I'm forgetting. I mean, there's like 10 people outside the ring for this match. Cody, Kevin to go for the speed game. Nick Aldis had this really fantastic, just old school. I'm going to wear you down because I'm significantly larger than you. I'm stronger than you. I'm more athletic than you. Great back and forth with that. Really enjoyed the way that match was laid out. Cody goes for a dive to the outside and just eats an elbow strike. The referee was Earl Hebner, who you can tell he's been reffing for a long time. Puts the X up. Crowd, oh, not like this. All this is like, what's going on? DDP comes down to check on Cody. He's like, just give him a minute, give him a minute. Sean Devara comes down. Is like, no, this is the championship match. Gets in the ring, eats a diamond cutter. I thought DDP was done doing diamond cutters. Thinking his last one in Chicago, where he had another DDPY workshop. That was just to buy time. So Cody gets up. Face busted open. Blood running down his face, streaming into his blonde hair. Now we get into the second half of the match. Now it's, what does it take from Nick Aldis to put away Cody? He gets him in a submission move, which is a variation on a cloverleaf. I was trying to see where the hand positions were, but you can tell this time the announcer did a great job in pushing the idea of they're tired. This has been a long match. You're not going to be doing perfect covers because you're tired. Certain things you're going to make small mental lapses just because you're physically exhausted. And I like that. It really shows that these are two guys going all out. Well, I guess going all out at all in. And then we see Nick Aldis go to the top rope for his elbow drop. Brandy, so Cody's wife, is like, no, just don't hit the elbow. She's been pleading. She's like, Cody, you don't have to do this. You've done enough. Lays on top of her husband. Nick Aldis doesn't see this as he's flying through the air and drills this elbow into the back of Brandy. So he goes to pin Cody. No. Brandy absorbed enough that Cody's able to keep going. Buell's ass kick, crossroads, 1, 2, kick out. Crowd is going ballistic at this time. Sunset flip. Aldis trying to take over Cody. Cody sits down, cradles the legs. 1, 2, 3. Place explodes. New NWA World Heavyweight Champion Cody Rhodes. They give the belt to Cody. Cody is breaking down. This was, I put this up like when Shawn Michaels beat Bret Hart. That sort of level of, like, he achieved a dream. Nightmare Family comes into the ring. There's this great, fantastic moment to it. I'm like, this is what you want. And I was like, what is your palate cleanser after this? Joey Janela, Hangman Page, Chicago Street Fight. I had to try to quickly get my wife up to speed with the Hangman Page killing Joey Ryan, who Joey Janela is, and why they're having this match. This match was equal parts comedy, because they did a spot where they jumped over a Cracker Barrel, one of the sponsors, which was every bit of a man rolling a Cracker barrel at somebody while the person jumped over. Putting your Mario sound effect if you want to. And then just wicked brutality. Joey Janela ate a burning hammer onto a ladder suspended between the ring and the barricade. As he took a running powerbomb off of the stage down a flight of stairs into some tables. Penelope Ford, the person who was with him, did a fantastic job when it came to keeping the match going and doing the right amount of interference to allow Joey Janela to get back up. And then they set up a table and a ladder inside the ring. And Joey Janela ate a rite of passage. For those who don't know, think reverse tombstone pile driver. So the guy is behind him, takes that from the ladder through a table, pins him. And then we witness the resurrection of Joey Ryan with inflatable Joey Ryan inspired druids. That was awkward to explain why that actually understood what was going on and the purpose behind it. She goes, oh, that's not really kid friendly. I was like, well, they're cartoonish in their appearance, but yeah, Joey Ryan is not the sort of wrestler you take your kids to go see. I mean, he's comedic, but probably not the conversation you want to have on the ride home. Like, why does the man do that to him? Why does he have a lollipop? I don't want to explain Joey Ryan to a kid. Probably scar them for life if you try to explain the full Joey Ryan je ne sais quoi. I was like, man, it was good. It was a solid match. It was a good way to go from here's your emotional high to here's your kind of comedic match. It's got big spots, but there's enough of a cool down from the previous match, so laid out very well. Jay Lethal took on Flip Gordon. Flip Gordon, who of course won the over the budget battle royal to take on Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal went into the ring. It stopped, handed a pair of glasses, and slapped on the shoulder to activate Black Machismo. So coming down to the ring with Black Machismo is Lanny Poffo, rocking the My Brother from Another Mother shirt, which has Jay Lethal and Lanny Poffo, to then give us a Black Machismo versus Flip Gordon match. Except halfway through when he changes from Black Machismo back to Jay Lethal, which included some great moments of Jay interacting with Brandy and treating Brandy like Elizabeth. Nice match, good back and forth. Flip looked really solid in this match. Lethal injection, Jay Lethal retains. Good match. Good match. Did a great job building up, the way Ring of Honor does their matches. Bully Ray comes down, beats them both up, which then makes Colt Cabana come down. They shield powerbomb Bully Ray through a table. Because, why not? Then we get to part one of the main event. The cleaner Kenny Omega versus I know him as Pentagon Jr. or Penta Isero. As they're trying to explain Penta to my wife. And Kenny Omega to my wife, because she's heard me talk about Kenny Omega. I'm like, this is the reason why I would have gone to the event, is to watch him wrestle live. This was before they even announced the Cody Rhodes Championship match. And this match was everything a dream match should be. They got in all of their bits. The package pile driver on the outside to the apron, sick. Seeing Kenny Omega hit a spinning package pile driver was equally sick. Seeing the arm breaker just back and forth, non-stop. And again, combination did a great job, and it's like, oh, you don't beat Kenny with the lackadaisical cover, you gotta hook those legs. But you know what? These guys have fought hard this entire match. Maybe Penta doesn't have enough to actually hook those legs. I thought, oh, that's good. That's great announcing. That's actually building what's going on in the ring without talking about random things, which is fantastic. Kenny hits a one-winged angel, and that's it. You don't kick out of that move. You don't. It's done. Let's go out. And I'm like, wait, let's go out. Let's go out? Okay. They're like, oh, it's must have been a power failure. Because Pentagon Jr. is still laying in the ring. But he looks oddly Canadian. And his tattoos have changed. They have a very uniquely Canadian-inspired sleeve. Who then attacks Kenny Omega. And hits a code breaker. and then peels off the mask to reveal Chris Jericho, who then beats down Kenny Omega again, and then he goes, "I'll see you at my cruise." But it makes it a lot more impactful than me saying Jericho's like, "You know what? I'll see you on a boat." And I was like, "All right, here we go." Oh, I realized I forgot a match. Stephen Amell, Christopher Daniels happened very early on in the night. Stephen Amell, good job. He worked really well, and you can tell he's in the ring with Christopher Daniels, who's probably going, okay, we're going to do some spots. I'm going to talk you through the next couple of pieces. Because sometimes you see them kind of just, it's like a hesitation, which you don't script from Daniels, but you know it's one of those, they say little head motions like, okay, do the spot now. But Stephen Amell looked solid. He lost, but he did a great job in that match. Lost to the best moonsault ever, which, hey, no disrespect, that's a fantastic match. It worked well for me in like his third match. I'm like, you know what, that was good. That was good. Shows that he likes doing this sort of thing. He wanted to help Cody undeniably sell a venue like this out. And you know what? Did a great job. So now we get into our second of the Triple Threat main event. Marty Scurll. Or Skrull. I heard him say both. They'll call him Marty, the villain. He's also part of Bullet Club. I had to explain why the Bullet Club. She's like, everyone's in Bullet Club? And I was like, not everyone. Just a lot of people are in Bullet Club. Taking on Okada. You're probably thinking, Marty should not be in a match with Okada. No, that's the build. The build is, you're a lightweight. I don't face a heavyweight. You're a lightweight. I don't face a heavyweight. I'm around on Duncan. So it's like, alright, I got a match for you. Who? Take on Okada. Wait. The legendary IWGP champion? Yeah, that guy. And the nice thing was, this was a match where Marty looked fantastic. He did just the right amount of heel trickery or villain trickery. I liked him blocking by grabbing a finger and then like breaking his fingers. I'm like, that's good. Man, I like that. That's just small joint manipulation. I'm like, that's good. Because like there are boots, you can't work the toes. Work the fingers? Man, it hurts. You've jammed a finger before and you're like, oh, but it's a finger. It's a finger. And it jams easily. When you injure your finger and it's when your whole hand's bandaged up and you're like, well, I can't use one arm. I mean, your hand hurts. You can't do a lot with your elbow. You gotta send a text message with your elbow because you hate your phone. And I was like, man, just that simple stuff that bend your thumb the other way. You take your pinky and do this. If you've ever known a toddler that wants to take you somewhere, they grab a finger and they just twist it and they pull you along. So they know, oh, if I grab the pinky and I twist it this way, your hand goes. Where your hand goes, your arm goes. Where your arm goes, your body goes. I was like, this was good. Seeing him do the strong style bit, just taking some wicked shots from Okada, constantly getting up, good. Even though Marty lost the match, ate a series of rainmakers, he looked fantastic in it. Which is weird, because sometimes when you lose to somebody, but you don't look well in it, that match, Okada should have won. Okada did win. But Marty looked good. Okada looked good too. Wait, matches where both teams look good? No. And then we get to our main event. The Golden Elite. Taking on the Dream Team. This match was just... You could hear the ref kind of say, we don't have a lot of time. And they didn't. So this match was, they probably thought we were going to like 25 minutes. By the time I got in the ring, I want to say there was maybe 17 minutes of time before they had to be done. So also went from like, all right, we've got this much stuff we want to get in. Yeah. Boop. Okay, we now have to do all of this stuff a little bit faster. Seeing Ibushi square off with Mysterio is fantastic. Great, fluid. Ray has barely lost a step in some of these matches. I think it helps too he's taking on people that are much younger. So if there are any sort of deficiencies in his game, they're covered by the person he's working with. The Young Bucks, fantastic. So you put them in a match with other fast-paced luchadors, and you get a match that's just frenetic and all over the place. They're all doing dives to the outside. This was that. Okay. Here is your hot pop match of the night. We're sending everyone home happy. Super kicks everywhere. All sorts of aerial moves to the outside. Well, this is, corkscrew Canhilo. Here's a Tope Arigato. Here's a El Pastor Mucho Grande. Every sort of move you can think of that was thrown out with a Spanish name was done in this match. Meltzer Driver 1, 2, 3. Pretty much after the ref said, we have to go home. Like I said, it was like, 1, 2, 3. Oh, it was a great match. It's done! And I was like, wow, yeah, they had, like the ref, someone's in the back going, they're cutting us off. What? Like rap, finish. Because you hear them say once, it's time to go home. Then they do a false finish. And then the ref again go, no, it's time to go home. And then they hit the finish. And I was like, I felt like that match probably needed a few more minutes. Felt like a few matches might have gone a little bit longer. But the nice thing was they gave matches time to breathe. Like when the match was done, they gave them like a few minutes in the ring. Like just like soak it in. There's over 10,000 people here. This is an amazing moment. Like enjoy it. Enjoy this moment. Because there's never going to be a first time that a series of independent groups have gotten together, have coalesced. You had New Japan, Ring of Honor, Impact, CMLL. I've said before, I don't think a single company will rival the WWE. It's too big of a giant to take down. But a bunch of smaller companies work together. So then you have the Territory Buster. On the other side, you've got effectively all the territories coming together, kind of supporting the NWA title. Well, you've got something. So now you've got a traveling champion who's a showcase, who's a showpiece. And he can have these fantastic matches all over the place. Because he'll be a traveling champion. It also allows you to organically grow your own talent. So now all of a sudden, when the big champ comes into town, you can pick from a bunch of your top guys, and you can put on a solid match. And then you might go, oh, well, who else has this guy wrestled? You might follow 10 pounds of gold. It's going to bring a lot more eyes to your company because you had the champion there, as well as to who else the champions fought. Because for every wrestling fan, everyone will have that first time seeing the NWA title be defended. And if the match is really good, you know what? They're going to look more into the person who did it, and they're going to see other matches, different styles of matches. And that's really going to be the catalyst to make a whole brand new generation of professional wrestling fans. Different from the sports entertainment fans. And those are the people that want to watch NXT. They don't want to watch SummerSlam, they want NXT. They want to watch two people go out there and put on a fantastic wrestling match. They'll still be entertained, it's still a sport. But there's a lot less of the grandeur to it. It's the biological aspect of which is the physicality, and the psychological aspect which is getting the crowd invested. It made this event work really well, because you had over 10,000 people who all paid there to not sit on their phones, to not play with beach balls, almost as there are very few signs. And here's the people going, taking pictures of everything going on. You saw people sitting there, engrossed in the storytelling of professional wrestling. It was refreshing. It was amazing. So hats off to Cody and to the Young Bucks. They put the work in. They made this event happen. And it was a phenomenal event. But no time resting their laurels. This was a great event. But tomorrow's another day. And it's probably time to figure out what to do for All In 2. Or All Inner. Most All In. All or In. All or In. That could be the sequel. All or In.